Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph, aka Alternerd, and welcome back to the Planet of Nerds. I jumped into what was trending on UK Netflix, and right at the top at number one was this movie called Holidate. So I thought, why not? Let me eyeballs have a gander at it. What did I think to it? Tune in and find out after this solid intro, you guys. Oh, Holidate! That movie! Yes, I watched it. See? The red bar? I proper watched this. It's an hour and 44 minutes, was just released. Oh, it's dropped down to number 3, but it was at number 1 when I was watching it. Netflix turns around and says, all they want is someone to drunk mock strangers with on holidays. No pressure, no romance, no chance it'll lead to love. It stars Emma Roberts and Luke Bracey in the main 2 roles, and Kristen Chenoweth as well as the crazy aunt kind of situation. So, yeah, okay, but is there more to that? Well, Independent pretty much describes it perfectly. They say that Netflix's new festive feature film, Holidate, has predictably become a hit on the streaming service. Yeah, I know, it was at number 1. The film starring Emma Roberts is currently the number 1 most watched in the UK, I told you, with some fans praising it as an ideal guilty pleasure ahead of Christmas. Roberts plays Sloane, a single woman sick of being badgered by her family for not having a date for the holidays. She meets Jackson at a shopping mall where the pair strike up a conversation about their respectfully awful Christmases and agree to be one another's date for future holidays. The premise of it is this. They're not together, they're not in a relationship, they're just literally a +1 when it comes to Christmases, Easters, St. Patrick's Day, any kind of holiday basically. They are a platonic +1. No strings, no issues, no nothing, not even any of the bumpies kind of situation. Just someone to literally have on their arm and be like, look, I'm not alone, Mum. You don't have to match me up with the creepy doctor person anymore. Look at this guy instead. Ah! So, yeah. Okay. This was predictable as shiz. Come on. You know they were going to get together at the end of this film. How else was it going to freaking happen, to be fair? This whole thing of a holiday, the whole premise of it is, to be fair and quite frankly, ridiculous. Seriously, who came up with this, I wonder? They're just... there's no substance to it. So what? She has an awful breakup. Okay, just before Christmas. Okay, well, you know, that's not been done 1,000 times before. The dude, apparently, is an awesome professional golf player, but do you actually see him do any golf or do any of these professional kind of golf situation thingamajiggies? Nah. That's just a part of the storyline that's completely glossed over because why the heck not? Oh, yeah, and at one point during one of these family gatherings, he blows his finger off because they're playing with fireworks, the guys. Yeah, even when guys grow up, they never actually grow up. You'd think though, I've just blown off my finger, it's partially your family's fault, screw this, I ain't messing around with this situation anymore. But no, it comes back for sodding more. Emma Roberts' character is cold as hell and annoying. Not a fan whatsoever. Guy becomes super freaking clingy and all. Like, dude, this film was all kinds of strange, which, in all honesty, I just was not on board with. How was this the freaking number 1 movie in the UK on Netflix? I don't get it. Okay, we are going slightly mad and nuts at the moment. because we're in the midst of a second lockdown. So I can kind of see how brains may melt at this point, where people will think, ooh, Holidate, that looks fun, let me watch it. No, wide berth on this one. You do not want to touch this one with a barge pole. It is a Christmas movie gone freaking wrong. Oh my goodness. There's this joke at the end where boy admits feelings to girl. Girl turns around and tells him to bog off. Boy bogs off. Girl then thinks, ooh, shit, I might have actually made the wrong mistake there, and then proceeds to get boy back. But does it in a way where they go back to the mall, because apparently the mall is a hubbub these days for picking up people. Never mind Tinder or any of those dating apps. Seriously, according to this movie, the mall is where it's at, where you can pick up really nice, handsome men that apparently are successful, but you never really get to see it in the movie, i.e. golf professional kind of situation. What the hell? Anyway, I digress. You've got the Christmas. You've got the Santa Claus. You've got the choir. You've got the stage. And she goes on the stage and she shouts his name and she can't hear him because he can't hear her because there's so much noise. But then the choir turns round and it's like, oh, we'll help you along. And then sings out his name. And he's like, me? What the hell? And he turns round and he sees Emma Roberts on the stage. Kind of stood there looking all, what is it? And she's like, yeah, I want you. Yeah, I was cold. Sorry, it's my fault. Blah, 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 blah. And she turns around and it's like a running joke, which I think is completely tasteless. But it's like, if I was diagnosed with cancer, I'd want you to be with me on that. Or something along those lines. You're the only person I'd want to be with if I was diagnosed with cancer. What? You are trying to win this man, and the best you can come up with after everything at the end is, if I'm diagnosed with a big C, I want you to be my boyfriend. Dude? Really? I can think of better things. Do you know? If I'm at a restaurant, I'd like you to be there with me. Or if I'm at a theme park, I'd like you to be on the rides with me. Because we enjoy each other's company. And we'll enjoy the better, more positive fun things there. When I can get my teeth back in, oh my goodness, this film's just riled me up. We can enjoy the better, more fun things in life that's a bit more funner than the freaking big C. Are you absolutely shizzing me here? Wow. Oh, do I have problems with this freaking movie? And it looks like other people do as well. Going back to said independent article here. Nope, I'm not going to register for free. Holidate, Netflix Christmas film starring Emma Roberts is getting very mixed reactions. I'm surprised it's mixed. My opinion should be more negative, but there you go. Film stars Emma Roberts as a woman sick of being pestered about being single by her family. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a 43% rating based on 37 reviews and an audience rating of 51%. So it's pretty much split 50-50. Wow. Seriously, that is strange. The general consensus reads, Holidate's self-aware approach to rom-com formula is refreshing, but it's offset by a questionable premise and unnecessarily vulgar jokes. Yeah, the premise, as I said earlier on, it's BS. The vulgar jokes, seriously, they were pretty much shoehorned in. Like, you could tell they were forced in. It wasn't natural at all. It was rubbish. The formula's refreshing. I suppose, I've never heard of a holiday before, like this whole idea of it. In a way, but I still think it's rubbish. On social media, other viewers had mixed reactions to the surprisingly crude humour for a Christmas film. Some have criticised Holidate's multiple jokes about cancer. There we go. With one viewer commenting, completely lost me at the chemo jokes because nothing says Christmas movie like a cancer joke. Exactly. It's so tone freaking deaf. I think it's untrue. Another question, how is Holidate real? As they shared a clip in which Jackson's date in an early scene makes an explicit sexual reference in front of her parents. Yeah, absolutely. Other viewers seemed divided as to whether the film was good or bad. One called it the perfect pick-me-up film, while another claimed it was worse than I could have imagined. How is this a perfect pick-me-up film? I can think of better films that are perfect pick-me-up films. You see, I like my action and my horror, so my perfect pick-me-up films would be things like, Con Air's a good one, Face Off, like so funny and crazy it's untrue. That's a proper pick-me-up film. You feeling down the dumps? You want a bit of Nicolas Cage, John Travolta crazy to lift you up? That's the film to go for. Oh my goodness, is that cool. What else? Breakfast Club is cool. 16 Candles is cool, so proper 80s film. It's Indiana Jones. Come on, you know Indiana Jones is a proper pick-me-up film. Proper adventure, lose yourself and reality for a couple of hours whilst you're watching Harrison Ford do his thing. Freaking fantastic. So on and so forth. While another claimed it was worse than I could have imagined. To be fair, I had no expectations coming into this movie. I had no idea what it was on about. I had no idea what a Holidate was. I didn't even recognise that it was Emma Roberts that was starring in the film till I saw the film. I didn't recognise her from the poster. Whatever, Photoshop, there you go. I knew Holidate would be a cringe watch, but damn, that was bad. Yeah. Especially Kristen Chenoweth's character. Yeah, her character is proper cringe. She is that character's so out there when she's with the men and she's all over them and it's different men every single time and, yeah. No. Not for me. Another pointed out that Netflix is evidently trying to compete with Hallmark in the Christmas movie market, but so far hadn't quite managed to get it right. Wake up, they tried to do this last year as well, in all honesty. But of course they're going to compete. Duh. But anyway, moving on. I think Hallmark has perfected the Christmas movie cheesiness, Twitter user at MySpaceOut said. Okay, some are better than others, but they're never as bad as Holidate is to me. I can list a few past Hallmark Christmas movies that I genuinely enjoyed, but I can never recommend someone watching Holidate, even ironically. In all honesty, Hallmark movies get my goat. They grind my gears because they are so predictable, they are so cheesy, they are so corny. Personally, if you like that, all the more power to you. But for me, nah. Not for me whatsoever. Holidate also stars Jessica Capshaw, Kristen Chenoweth, Manish Dayal, and Cynthia Wu. Meanwhile, fans are convinced that Ryan Gosling made a cameo in the film during a scene where he's mentioned by Robert's character. See, I saw that. I'm not convinced, to be fair. But, just saying. So, yeah, mixed reactions. Some people enjoy it and take it for what it is, which is a corny, cheesy, Christmas-style movie. Others, in my opinion, see the reality and see it as a whole pile of dog poop. Sorry to be brutal, sorry to be savage, but there it is. My eyeballs were not freaking happy to see this movie. Seriously, Netflix, that was the #1 movie a couple of days ago. You shizzing me? Really? Wow. Okay. Anyways, that is my review of Holidate from the Netflix trending list for the UK version, mind you. If you liked my rants and my raves about this review and you want to see more, subscribe down below. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, so yeah, if you can help us out, please do. Share, comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Have you seen Holidate? Do you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? Sound off down below. Use your gobs for good. And until the next time, you guys, laters.